Hey everyone, my name is Catie, and Karla and I are extremely excited to be hosting the first ever Accounting Society podcast. So, this podcast is just going to have us talking, answering any questions that you may have, and just really making it known what the Accounting Society has to offer for all of the accounting majors. So, starting off is what exactly is the Accounting Society? It's a student-led organization that creates events, has programs that are specifically tailored for accounting majors. It really zones in on our specific career and profession and really provides us with ample amount of information so we're confident when we want to find an internship, a job, and so on. And an incredible part about the Accounting Society is that we really make the resources needed to excel in our careers available through this program, as well as multiple networking opportunities with alumni who work in Big Four companies or other accounting firms that really give us some insight as to how they were able to make it into that career and really excel in it.
We lead these programs that are specifically tailored for accounting majors. So it's unique in the fact that it's not just another business club, but it's specifically tailored for accounting majors and the kind of career choices they will have and the kind of pathway we're kind of setting for them. We're also just a resource kind of available for students to learn more about the accounting career and a network of students to meet with and learn from. I know that me personally, I am a sophomore, and this coming semester, I've learned a lot from my leadership team in the Accounting Society, and they kind of mentor me throughout my academic progress. And it's very helpful to have these individuals to kind of look after, and it also helps in finding some peers. I know when I was a freshman, I didn't really know a lot of accounting majors until I took 205, and Accounting Society kind of blossomed that relationship.
So, an important factor into being an accounting major is that you have to reach the 150 credit mark in order to sit for the CPA. So, there's two different possible routes that you could take, which is a 4-year track or a 5-year track. The 4-year track entails taking 150 credits by the time you graduate, which can be challenging but yet doable. And then we have the 5-year track, which is you do your 120 credit hours in order to graduate, and then you take a year to complete your 30 extra credit that you need. If you're a freshman, you should be really considering what type of route you want to take because time is of the essence. It's important to plan out, especially summer, in order to take a couple of credit hours in the summers just so that you can build up to that 150 credit. A great thing about it is that the extra 30 credits do not have to come from CUA. They can come from a community college, from your city, your town, which is incredibly cost efficient. And it's really nice because you're able to take classes that are not strictly business. You can take any classes that you are interested in, which is amazing.
The important thing I think to mention for anyone who's transferring or is a freshman is to kind of sit down with your faculty advisor and build up a solid plan for the next 4 or 5 years. And of course, things are always changing, plans are always changing. I think we all learned that with the pandemic, but it's good to have a set plan and know kind of where you're going so you don't feel lost or don't get behind.
Now we're going to go on and speak about the academic requirements for the accounting program. Academically, you need to earn at least the grade of B or above in the first two accounting courses, which are Accounting 205, known as Accounting Bootcamp, and Accounting 206, which is Managerial Accounting. And also, you have to have and maintain a GPA of at least 3.0 or above through the end of your sophomore year. Although it might seem a little daunting to have these requirements, it's really doable, and also it encourages you to want to do better, to want to have that high GPA and high grade. These are just the academic requirements, but I'm sure as accounting majors, you're all going to reach them. If you find yourself struggling with boot camp class or managerial, do not worry. We're here for you, not only the Accounting Society, but other accounting majors who have experienced the same thing as you.
You can always reach out to the leadership team too. I'm sure they would love to help. But the first step I honestly would take is just to dedicate more time to your accounting courses. And especially for 205 and 206, they're done through My Business course, which is kind of like an online submission for homework, and it grades it and checks it. But in this kind of submission area, they have lectures, online lectures, and they have guided examples. So it'll give you a problem, and it will show you how to specifically answer that specific problem, which might be different kind of from the textbook that gives sort of a basic answer. These are a little bit more intricate and have a little bit more changes like your homework or test problems would have. So I always found those really helpful. Another just random tip I would recommend is if you've gone through all these and you kind of want to do something on your own, I recommend you just Google whatever kind of problem you're working on. So if you're struggling with LIFO, or you need to get weighted average, or you're really struggling with an income statement, you can look these things up online. And YouTube, in my opinion, has been a great resource. I find lots and lots of different tricks, and they also can teach you tricks on Excel as well. That might be helpful more for finance courses, but I found that looking it up on YouTube is really helpful in addition to just working through the guided examples and the lectures.
So moving on to online classes, this is my second semester doing online classes at CUA, and my first semester doing it for a full semester. And at times it is a bit difficult because Zoom fatigue is real, and you just need to get accustomed to being on Zoom and not being able to collaborate with your classmates in person. But this is a really great and informative time in our lives because technology is changing constantly, and in the workforce you need to be quick to adapt to new environments. And so in order to change my mindset on Zoom and with having classes on Zoom, I'm taking it as if it's preparing me for my profession. It's preparing me for what's to come in the future, because now everything is affected. And so the way that I've dealt with it is just being open and honest with myself, how I feel, as well as with my professors, because everyone is going through the same thing. A main point that at times can be difficult is how to stay motivated on Zoom, because sitting at a desk and looking at a screen for hours at a time a day can be a little bit tiring. But what really motivates me is knowing that I'm learning something new that a lot of people may not get the chance to learn, and this is really going to help me in the future, whether I'm a tax accountant and I'm learning how to do my taxes so I can help my family members, my friends. It's really important to remind yourself why you're doing this, why you're in the accounting program, where you want to be in 5 years, and it's a really great motivator.
For any freshmen that are looking to get involved, I would just say try to be as active as a member as possible. Try to attend all meetings if you can, and events. And when you attend these meetings, try to express energy and enthusiasm. I know that our leadership team is very enthusiastic about every kind of project we do, and sometimes accounting can get a bad rap about being boring or not being very fun. But I think we really try to bring that enthusiasm, and that's what makes it fun. It is exciting to kind of hear from these companies and hear about internships and how I can get one, or what I need to accomplish to get one done, apply for one, and interesting things like that are really important. So not only attend these events, but really try to be an active role.
Also, an important thing is to just give the leadership team for the Accounting Society any feedback if you want a certain type of event or you want to hear more about a specific topic. We're always open to hearing feedback. We want to know how we can make the Accounting Society better for everyone so that we can utilize all the resources that we have in order to make your experience here at Catholic U and in the accounting program the best that it can be. We have a newsletter bulletin which comes out every month. On there, you'll find important dates of events, and it will have testimonies from accounting majors. And it's important to always constantly check the bulletin every month because it's constantly being updated. There's more events that'll come up, hopefully in the springtime, and you'll be able to have a link to a Google Sheet, which you can then put in any questions you have for the next podcast, or any new ideas you would want to hear. Moving on to the social media aspect of it, we created a new Instagram account for the Accounting Society, and that's where we're going to post reminders to events that were noted on the newsletters. We're going to post funny memes of accounting on our stories, and it's just a place where we could connect.
That's a good wrap on kind of just an introduction to the Accounting Society and the major itself, and what second semester freshman year will kind of look like for you guys. I hope that you all enjoyed this first podcast. Please let us know any ideas that you guys might have or information that you're eager to know, because we are here at your disposal to help out with any questions you guys might have.